Kung maniniwala kayo, yung stadium punong-puno. Nagsalita siya as if normal lang, walang sinabi lang niya na ang sinabi lang niya handa akong humarap kung ano man ang mga consequences na pinagagagawa ko. Other than that, wala na siyang other political statements. As a matter of fact, pagkatapos nga ng speech niya, ay magugulat kayo, yung taong sumalubong sa kanya paglabas ng gym, siguro mag-iisang kilometro na, punong-puno pa rin ng tao at kinakawayan siya. Makita lang siya, masaya na sila.
At syempre, kung natatandaan nyo, that was last year, Hong Kong, March 10, 2025. Nandun po ako. Nakita ko po si tatay. To understand how everything unfolded, we need to go back to where it all began. March 10, 2025 in Hong Kong, just hours after former President Rodrigo Duterte met with the Filipino community there. Ang first question natin sana po ay isang katahimikan lang para madidinig nating lahat kasi ako din po gusto kong makinig. Is for Secretary Medjaldea, sir. Secretary Medjaldea and Chairman Delgra, pwede na rin. Can you walk us through what happened after former President Duterte's appearance before the Filipino community? What were your observation and concern at that moment?
Yes, good morning everyone. I was there during the time. We had lunch. After lunch, we were told, I was informed that it was a scheduled audience with him, with the Filipino community, led by the group of Pastor Boloy, where he committed that they will give a short speech. Walang abnormalities. Everything was fine. We had lunch. We went to the stadium. Everyone was there. It was, kung maniniwala kayo, yung stadium punong-puno. Nagsalita siya as if normal lang, walang sinabi lang niya na ang sinabi lang niya handa akong humarap kung ano man ang mga consequences na pinagagagawa ko. Other than that, wala na siyang other political statements than greet the Filipino community. As a matter of fact, pagkatapos nga ng speech niya, ay magugulat kayo, yung taong sumalubong sa kanya paglabas ng gym, siguro mag-iisang kilometro na, punong-puno pa rin ng tao at kinakawayan siya. Makita lang siya, masaya na sila. Everything was in order. Walang ine-expect na may mangyayaring malaki kinabukasan. So, next schedule namin was to have dinner, and during that dinner, we were informed na may nagkakagulo na nga daw sa Manila, may keso inaabangan na daw siya, may huhuli sa kanya pagdating niya. Yun lang ho.
Sir, so wala po talagang, ang gusto ko lang pong sanang follow-up question is that, meron po ba mga indikasyon that event susugan po yung pong sinabi, Sec, meron po bang mga indikasyon that the events the next day would take such a dramatic turn?
Wala mga indikasyon. Kung meron man, kung may warrant man, the normal thing to do was to post a ban, no?
Yes.
Go to the courts and then post a ban. We never expected na may ICC pala silang dala-dalang warrant na hindi naman nila maipakita nung pagdating namin sa aeroplano. Lahat, nasa cellphone lahat. Nandito sa wala. So, ganun no. Ganun ka-simple yung sitwasyon.
Kasi po yung dating sa aming mga Pilipino, no, na parang may nagkanulo or merong ng traidor, but how did you and the former president prepare for what came next?
Well, the night before when nakatanggap na nga ng informasyon na naghahanda silang aarestuhin ng presidente, hindi namin alam kung anong krimen na kanyang nagawa except yung sedition na sinasabi, which is bailable. Hindi naman namin na-expect yun sa ICC. Kasi sino ba naman mag-expect yun sa ICC? Wala namang investigasyon na nangyayari. Hindi naman siya napapagsabihan kung ano itong mga kaso itong na-file sa kanya. No? Baga sa at least may due process man lang na naibigay sa kanya bago na-implement yung warrant. Wala.
So, sir, follow up. Were there conversation among your team about security or travel plans?
Yes, we had the travel plan. Originally, he was supposed to leave at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but sabi namin, you may want to consider una i-defer yung pagbalik, no? Pero hindi namin decision yun. Sabi niya, harapin ko to kung ano man ito. Yun ang kanya, Nasa kanya ang desisyon. Sinundan namin siya kung anong gusto niyang gawin. Napagbigyan niya kami nung sinabi niyang agahan natin ang alis natin. Instead of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, let's leave at around 5 o'clock so we will have enough time pagdating sa airport, pagdating sa Pilipinas. Punta ng korte, mag-post ng ban, and that's it, no? Hindi naman namin akalain na isang batalyon na pala yung sasalubong sa amin na magbibigay ng warrant of arrest na galing sa sinasabi nilang galing sa ICC na hanggang ngayon hindi pa namin nakikita kung ano yung warrant of arrest ngayon.